Welcome everyone. Today embrace transformation through self-discipline and growth. Take small consistent actions, improve habits, achieving success step by step. There was a time when life felt completely repetitive and stagnant. Every day looked the same, effort was inconsistent, and results never improved. Deep inside there was undeniable potential waiting to rise, but comfort and fear built invisible chains around progress. The real frustration wasn't failure itself. It was the painful awareness that much more was possible. One quiet morning, reflection became unavoidable. The mirror didn't show weakness, it showed unused ability and endless excuses. It became clear that waiting for motivation was the real trap. Growth would never arrive randomly. Change required a firm decision, a commitment to move forward even when it felt uncomfortable, inconvenient, and uncertain. The first action was small but powerful, waking up earlier than usual. When the alarm rang, a silent battle began between discipline and comfort. Choosing to leave the bed felt like winning a private war. That single victory created momentum and proved that self-control was not impossible. It was simply unpracticed. Physical movement followed immediately. A simple workout routine began each morning. It wasn't intense or impressive, but it was consistent and intentional. Sweat, effort became evidence of commitment. Gradually, the body felt stronger, and that physical strength slowly started influencing mental resilience and emotional stability. Instead of wasting hours scrolling endlessly, time was invested in reading and learning. Books replaced distractions. Knowledge replaced noise. Every new idea expanded perspective and challenged old limitations. The mind began stretching beyond comfort zones, and awareness slowly shaped a stronger, more focused mindset ready for growth. Distractions didn't disappear overnight. Temptations were still present everywhere. However, awareness improved significantly. Decisions became intentional rather than emotional. Choosing productive actions over comfort became easier with repetition. Self-control slowly replaced impulsive behavior, and discipline started becoming a daily habit instead of a rare event. Failure appeared early in the journey. Some days lacked productivity. Some habits were broken. Old patterns tried to return. But instead of quitting, valuable lessons were extracted from every mistake. Failure transformed into feedback, and setbacks became temporary delays rather than permanent defeats. Consistency became more important than motivation. Motivation changed like the weather, sometimes strong, sometimes completely absent. Discipline, however, stayed reliable. Showing up daily, even without excitement, built genuine inner strength. Progress continued quietly behind the scenes, strengthening character with every repeated effort. Self-doubt frequently whispered negative thoughts. It questioned ability, questioned effort, and questioned future success. But action responded louder than fear. Each completed task weakened insecurity and strengthened belief. Confidence slowly began replacing hesitation through consistent proof of capability. Energy levels gradually increased. Structured routines created mental clarity. Sleep improved. Focus sharpened. The mind felt less chaotic and more organized. Growth became visible not only in performance but also in attitude and emotional balance. Comfort zones expanded step by step. Situations that once felt intimidating became manageable. Courage developed through repetition, not through waiting for fear to disappear completely. Strength was built by facing discomfort regularly. Clear goals were written down with intention. Dreams transformed into measurable targets. Direction replaced confusion. Every action now connected to a larger purpose, making daily effort meaningful and strategic rather than random. Time management improved dramatically. Priorities were clearly defined. Useless habits were reduced. Focused work sessions replaced scattered attention. Productivity increased because effort became intentional and structured. Healthy habits began stacking naturally. Exercise, reading, planning, reflection, and gratitude formed a powerful daily system. Each habit supported the next one, creating a strong foundation for continuous improvement. Small wins created undeniable momentum. Completing simple tasks built genuine confidence. Confidence strengthened belief in bigger goals. Momentum made progress feel achievable rather than overwhelming. Negative environments were slowly reduced. Positive influences were intentionally chosen. Growth required protection from toxic energy and unnecessary distractions. Surroundings began supporting improvement instead of limiting it. Fear still appeared before challenges. Doubts still tried to interfere. But action happened anyway. Courage grew stronger each time discomfort was faced directly instead of avoided. Confidence stopped feeling forced or artificial. It became a natural result of repeated effort and consistently kept promises. Self-trust strengthened with every disciplined decision. Obstacles remained difficult, but inner strength had grown significantly. Problems were no longer threats. They became opportunities to prove resilience and adaptability. Comparison with others gradually stopped. Focus shifted entirely toward personal growth. Competing with yesterday's version became the only competition that truly mattered. Patience developed deeply. Real transformation required time and consistency. Quick results were replaced by sustainable progress built on strong habits and discipline. Skills improved through daily repetition. Practice sharpened ability. Improvement became measurable and motivating. Mastery slowly replaced mediocrity. Self-respect increased significantly by keeping promises consistently. Integrity strengthened internally. Confidence was no longer dependent on external validation. Discipline transformed into identity. Productive actions felt natural instead of forced. Growth became a lifestyle rather than a temporary challenge. Results slowly became visible externally. Opportunities began appearing unexpectedly. Efforts started attracting positive outcomes and recognition. Personal growth inspired others quietly. Improvement became contagious through example rather than words. Influence grew naturally. Gratitude replaced constant complaints. Perspective shifted toward abundance instead of scarcity. Positivity strengthened resilience. The journey felt meaningful because every step was earned through effort and consistency. Nothing felt accidental. Looking back revealed massive distance traveled from the starting point. The once stagnant life now felt purposeful and dynamic. Progress was undeniable. The transformation was not sudden or magical. It was built through daily discipline, consistent habits, intentional focus, and relentless belief. Growth became a permanent lifestyle, not a temporary phase. And that continuous commitment created lasting personal power, unstoppable momentum, and a future filled with limitless potential. Thanks for watching. Keep pushing forward. Daily growth shows and progress becomes real.